What I'm going to talk about today is two questions about opiate addiction, addiction in general, and pretty much choices that we make or choices that we have for our lives. And one of the questions that I have is the fight ahead really worth it? Is it worth it to go through the extreme depression, irritability? The physical symptoms are one thing, but the mental symptoms that you're going to face ahead, is it really worth going through all of this? And it's funny because when the majority of people who contact me after about 2 p.m. in the day, maybe 3 p.m., usually are more optimistic. So they contact me and they say, you know what, I'm ready to do this now. It's now or never. They list the reasons why. And when we converse, it becomes apparent to me that, they've gotten their fix for the day. So they're feeling okay. And when we feel good, we're willing to take on more. When we don't have to worry about, the terrible feelings that we have, or having to run to the bathroom every few minutes, and we're on an even keel, we're able to make decisions for our future more clearly. So when you're feeling good and you have your usage for the day, it's usually when you're planning out, all right, now tomorrow is when I'm going to start this. So when that question comes up, is the fight ahead worth it? You're damn right it is. During that time, you're feeling, you know what, I'm going to go after this. I'm gonna take my life back, and everything's going to feel great, and I'm going to get to the end of the tunnel, and my life's going to be fabulous. But when it comes to the next day, 24 hours from that time, and you're fighting, and you're in the midst of withdrawal, and you're starting to feel worse by the minute, do you still have that feeling? Is it worth it? And this is when that voice in your head starts asking you questions. Do you want to keep doing this? Are you sure? Is now the right time? We can end this all right now. Just quick text message to your boy or your girl, and we can go end this. All it takes is one bag or one pill, and you'll feel better. And it's in that time, are you able to overthrow that voice in your head and say, you know what? Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of listening to you. You've brought me nothing but despair. I'm in this predicament now because of you. So if you're able to separate yourself from that voice and continue on the right track, is what leads you to the first stage of recovery. So one of the most important aspects is having the stamina to constantly fight. And in order to do that, I always recommend people, before you just jump right into withdrawal, really make a list of all the reasons why you're doing this. Okay? Because it's very easy to forget when you start to feel like shit. You make a list, and you put pictures up, and you put pictures of your kids or your wife or people that are relying on you to do the right thing. Because, like I said, it's easy to forget. So if you have this list in front of you, when times are getting tough, and it's 3 a.m. and you haven't slept in 2 days, and everybody else around you is asleep, and you look at this list and say, this is why I'm doing it. I have what it takes. I'm not going to be a statistic. I can make it, and I can have a good life. It's in those times when it matters. So what I recommend the people that are going to start their withdrawal, usually a lot of people start on the weekends and they start on Friday. If they stopped on Thursday, they're feeling it now, is to keep an eye on the reasons why you're doing this. Because you're going to have moments, everyone does, during the withdrawal when they're going to second guess what they're doing. And that's completely normal to second guess because you feel like shit. No one wants to feel like shit. But if you have that list and you're able to bounce off that list and regain motivation while you're going through it, it's going to make you stronger. Even if it's just a little bit and it gets you through the next 2 minutes, that's 2 minutes closer to freedom. Alright, so make a list out, put up pictures, if you have to make a bulletin board of all the reasons why you need to do this, visualize you getting clean. There's a lot of power in visualization. And the interesting thing is, it's very hard to visualize just off the top of your head when you have that voice fighting you. So don't rely on just you having the willpower to do this. Okay? If you have to go about this yourself and you have to stay quiet, you can't go to treatment, you can't do all these things, make a board, make visualization board that you could see the reasons why you're fighting. Because it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. You can have every remedy and every helpful aspect that you could throw into your super recovery and withdrawal, and you're still not going to feel good. I mean, you'll feel a little bit better than you did if you didn't have all these tools, but no one feels fantastic going through withdrawal. Okay? So the more tools you have, obviously, the better chances you have to taking your life back. And I heard an interesting thing yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening. I was watching a video, and a woman was talking about a book that she had read. And the visualization of this, and it's very important, this is something you can use while you're going through withdrawal and you think about giving up, is that visualize yourself walking into a room, and seated in this room is all of your friends and family. And in the front of the room is a box. And as you're walking through the center of the room, seeing your friends and family, come up to the box and realize that inside that box is you, and you're at your funeral. And what do you want the people in that room to say about you? What are they going to say about the life that you led? What kind of person you were? And if you made an impact in any way positively. That, to me, I mean, this whole game we're playing, this whole game of life, it's scary because no one knows when we're going to leave. I could be gone 5 minutes from now. But we have a choice. No matter what anyone says, you have a choice for this moment right now, what you're going to do with your life. Okay? You can take the easy route and go backwards. Or you could take the hard route, fight like hell, and do the right thing. Obviously, no one is going to be perfect. Okay, that's why we're in this situation in the first place. I was the farthest thing from perfect. I was a monster. But I made a choice. And I've made that choice every day since. So, make the choice, the right choice, for your future, so people can rely on you, people can be proud of you, and you can be proud of yourself. Because that's what's most important. Alright? I hope you guys have a great weekend. I have a very, very, very busy weekend coming up, and but I'm looking forward to it because it's gonna be fun. So enjoy your weekend. If you're going through it this weekend, watch this video. It may open your eyes to some things. All right, I'll see you guys next week, and be safe out there. Thanks.